What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, or actually evening now. Good evening. Got some interesting stuff. A few things to talk about. They're now talking about this probe Accomplice situation, but somebody he spoke to on the phone. I'll give people a minute to join. I don't know if I have notifications. But... By the way, Charlie Kirk's wife is going to be talking in a little while, about 20 minutes, something like that, 20 something minutes, on the Charlie Kirk's YouTube page. I guess it's going to be her first public address. All right, guys, come on in, join up, hang out for a little bit. Oh, no notifications. Uh-oh. All right. That's how we're rolling tonight. All right, well, let's get into it. Hopefully people will find us. So, all right, this is some breaking news. They're saying possible accomplice of Charlie Kirk, assassin, probed as footage emerged of suspicious character after shooting. So the FBI is investigating whether the assassin Tyler had an accomplice with him when he fired a single fatal shot. Agents are looking into footage showing Robinson talking into a doorbell camera about the murder shortly after he scampered away. The footage was turned over to the Bureau of University officials themselves from the security camera footage. The Sun reported that the footage shows a man walking by the house, speaking into a cell phone about the murder. So if you could picture this, you see the FBI is not clear yet whether the man on video is Robinson or not. And the public statements given by officials have all said they believe he acted alone. But they have this video now that's being investigated. Robinson appeared to make a phone call before climbing onto a roof, per surveillance footage. So, this one says moments after the shooting. The Sun can reveal that FBI agents are investigating footage which allegedly shows suspected gunman Tyler on a doorbell camera talking about the shooting moments after the assassination. So that's really sus. And if you could picture it, like, for example, I did a welfare check call for my neighbor. I just moved into the area. There's this lady a nice little lady. She knocked on my door, introduced herself to me. And then I hadn't seen her at all after that. And I used to see her every couple of days coming in and out. So I did a welfare check and she's fine. The police contacted the family. She's on vacation or something. But that morning when the cops came, they were like looking around and stuff. On the camera in my backyard or patio, whatever, the cop was walking in the backyard. He was on the phone, and I looked at my video, and it's literally him talking to the family. So I'm imagining this is something like that where he's walking by the camera, somebody's doorbell camera or something. It activates just like the cop did in the back. It activated, and I could hear the cop calling the family member, "Hey, this is so-so, we're calling just so the neighbor was concerned." I'm thinking this is something similar to that, where he walked by somebody's, he activated some type of camera. When it activated, the audio activated, and he's talking. They're claiming he talked on the phone, telling somebody about the murders. Even though cops say they believe he acted alone, the Discord thing was really weird, though, the Discord conversation. We can reveal it shows a man walking past the house, which backs onto a wood, talking into a mobile phone about the shooting just minutes after it happened. I wish I could show that video from the other day, but it would take me a while to find it. I should have prepped it to show you what you're like, what I mean. But I think most of you guys know what I mean. Somebody, you're on your phone, you walk by a camera that's motion activated, and it picks up you and whatever conversation you're having. I think that's something that would happen here. So it would be really interesting. And it's not only just him talking on the phone. It says, according to the Sun, talking into a mobile phone about the shooting just minutes after. So who in the hell would he be talking to on the phone about the shooting? And that, yeah, Bobby, right? Yeah. What's up with that? The friend that supposedly he had said, I left the gun in the woods. I think he said wrapped in a blanket or something like that. Yeah, but brown sugar, I don't have any notifications. Apparently I used them up, I guess. So really strange, interesting details. That's coming from the Daily Mail, the Sun. Could it have just, I don't know, could he have an accomplice? Or is it just one of his friends, his Discord buddies? He just told him? The roommate? The roommate? Oh, the other thing, too, a lot of people are talking about whether he was on the right, he was on the left. I think from what I've seen, they said the family was on the right, but he was on the left. That's what I'm hearing people say. In a phone interview on Friday, one of Tyler Robinson's high school friends who asked to remain anonymous said that the suspect was pretty left on everything and was the only member of family that was really leftist. The rest of the family was very hard Republican. That happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some of these kids, I sometimes wonder if these kids are like rebelling against their parents and what everything they believe in. Around sophomore year, the friend said Robinson became more extreme in his political views and would always just be ranting and arguing about them. The friend said that they played video games together a lot in high school and noted that the bullet engraving with the arrows, that was one of the things too, arrows, was a reference to Hell Divers 2, which we mentioned earlier. He said that the arrows specifically were in reference to calling in a big bomb that exists in the game called the 500 kilogram. Wow. When the friend saw the news on Friday, he said that he was shocked. I knew Robinson had strong political views, but I never thought it would go this far. So he made weird, gaming references and fascism references. I even heard that one of the references was like a furry thing, or there might be a chase. There's another person losing their job with the last live stream we did. I think this person got in trouble.
Did I realize that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this?
It's kind of really hard to understand because of the music that they have overlapping. But I guess this lady lost her job.
And I don't know now how I'm going to pay for that. Did I realize?
A lot of people are getting caught up in this stuff with losing their jobs. Oh, this is the other interesting thing, guys. Somebody had DM'd me this, and I've been hearing murmurs. Oh, it's already live. Breaking: a searchable database of more than 20,000 people celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder will soon be available. And they're claiming, I don't want to open it up on here. Let me just check, because I don't know if they're going to like have names and addresses, or what is this? Oh, okay. So basically, somebody made a website where I guess you can submit the information, submission, donations. We received nearly 20,000 submissions. The website will soon be converted into a searchable database of all 20,000 submissions. Damn, searchable database by general location and job industry. This is a permanent and continuously updating archive of radical activists calling for violence. So they started this website. I've been hearing a lot of talk about that too. This is supposedly another person.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there.
Moments later.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs from me, and I thought that we were the type of friends who would live together someday after college and like stay in touch no matter what, and I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life on multiple different occasions, and I just don't know if I can continue being friends with them because of this. I just don't know I dropped out of school for these people. I started homeschooling because of these people.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know what I'm going to do because we go to such a small school together. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to face them. These people are my whole life. I don't know how I'm going to be able to avoid them. Yeah. I don't care if you think that this is my own fault for being the person to blow up these relationships, because everything that they say makes me feel like such a shit person. And I can't have that in my life. Not anymore. Okay, I used to not respect myself to cut.
This is too much. I don't know what the hell's going on. By the way, on the right side, just real quick, that was earlier. They towed the car away. I mean, not surprising, but they were out there pretty much all, or quite a few hours out there. And so, shooter's vehicle towed. There was supposedly a bomb threat out there too. That's why they cleared out the area earlier. Now, this is something too. I've heard some people say this, mention this. Supposedly, oh crap! Oh shit! I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Wrong button. Supposedly, the father turned down the $100,000 reward. You know, for turning his own son in. No. Alexandria says, Ikmail, did they do this for people celebrating the death of the insurance CEO? I swear they didn't. No, they were celebrating. Yeah, no, I didn't see that for that guy. So the big news for tonight is this whole situation again with this supposed accomplice. Tyler Robinson appeared to make a phone call before climbing onto the roof. The Daily Mail has a little more information and says that he was talking into a doorbell camera. When you read that, it sounds a little bit whatever, but like I think they actually mean that this dude was on his phone and walked by a camera. It was activated, and it captured his conversation. Some reported that the footage shows a man walking by the house speaking into a cell phone about the murder. But the FBI said it's not clear whether the video is Robinson or not. So I guess we'll have to see. Daily Mail did try to contact the FBI, but they declined to comment. I wonder if one of his buddies knew about this. I mean, the whole thing, like we said earlier with Discord, the fact that supposedly he had told his friend about the gun, you know? Well, at least that's what they're saying. His mother, Amber Robinson, works for the Intermountain Support Coordination Services company contracted by the state of Utah to help disabled people receive care. Both the parents are registered Republicans, online records show. And again, the kid was living a decent life. You know, they're saying he was in a $600,000 6-bedroom home. Show Robinson, who has 2 younger brothers, often enjoying family vacations and sharing smiling selfies. I don't understand what it is about some of these kids. I guess they don't know what it is to suffer or go through hardships or anything. They're just entitled brats that have everything. Somehow it's not enough. And you got to go out and kill. Let me play this here.
So Tyler Robinson's mother is removing pictures of her son, probably just trying to make it go away.
Yeah.
But we've seen picture after picture uploaded. They were all pulled, of course, on time.
Sorry, guys.
Having fun in Salt Lake City. This is from 2017. You see pictures of the family. Here's the shooter apparently on high school graduation day, I assume. Could be college, probably high school. Halloween picture of him riding on Donald Trump's shoulders. I don't know if he was wearing that costume because he thought it was hilarious and supportive of Trump, or if it was because it was supposed to be demeaning to Trump.
I don't know either. See, this picture came up in a lot of social media, and they were saying, see, he's a Trump supporter. He's a Trump supporter. I don't know if that was a proud thing, or he was riding his shoulders, like, you know, I don't know, like making a mockery or whatever, you know, who knows.
Pictured while still in high school wearing a costume that depicts him riding Trump's shoulders. Will be interesting to see how this story plays out. Tyler Robinson, 22-year-old from Washington, Utah, was taken into custody around 11 p.m. last night for the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We see him here in his dorm room. If you look at the computer that he has, it's very obvious that he was a gamer based on the setup that he has in this dorm room.
And that's the other thing. So I was watching a little bit of Moist Critical a little bit. I didn't get to finish watching. He's a big YouTuber and a gamer. And he was talking about like they're trying to spin it to video games, but I don't know. I mean, it's just hard for me to say that. It's something they always do. Video games or movies.
Standing outside the richer
This is more than just video games.
Munian Anderson engineering building. So I assume that he was an engineering student. He's wearing a mask because he's a faggot.
Oh!
Charlie Kirk's killer commented this recently on a YouTube live. At the bottom here, you can see, can we handle...
Wait, what? Yo, isn't this face looks familiar? That's not... Wait, who's this? Looks like Seth. It's not Seth, right?
The killer commented this recently on a YouTube because he's a faggot.
Oh, sorry, I keep playing.
Charlie Kirk's killer commented this recently on a YouTube live. At the bottom here, you can see, can we handle the Proudfoots the old-fashioned way?
The Proudfoots. Oh, that is Sebastian's. Isn't that Sebastian's father? Yo, what the heck? Isn't that weird? That's Seth, right? That's Seth Rogers. Yo, the killer. Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk's killer, commented recently on this YouTube live. I see comments like this all the time. How many more Tyler Robinsons do we need? Oh, there. I guess that's supposed to be him. Damn, these people really went and searched. How the hell did they do that? That's a troll? Probably could be a troll, yeah. I don't know.
The fashioned way, so he was gearing up for this. Here's a better picture of him standing outside the engineering building. We've got a video of him the suspected assassin, 22-year-old Utah local. And he hasn't been convicted yet, but all of the evidence suggests that it was almost certainly him. Tyler Robinson receiving a resident presidential scholarship at Utah State University. Let's actually watch this clip. Go ahead.
Okay. Congratulations. You have been selected to receive the resident presidential scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
Oh, they already.
So his family's obviously happy for him that he got a scholarship to go to university. They're celebrating. Seems like a normal middle-class family. He's a dorky kid. He's a dweeby kid. He's got a mind for engineering. Look, we've got his ACT scores right here. He had a composite score of 35. I believe a perfect score is, a composite score of 34. I believe a perfect score is 36. And you can look, I mean, it's going to be hard to see a little bit in this overhead cam because this is lower resolution, but 99% in math. That means he missed like one question. 96% in science. He probably missed 2 questions. His STEM, 98%. 96% in English, 100% in reading. Then the writing and the other elements are manual. State rank, 99th percentile, 99th percentile, 97th percentile, 99th percentile, 98th percentile, 100th percentile. Did better than virtually everyone else in the entire state on reading comprehension. So this is somebody who's very bright in the gaming community, studying, I assume, engineering because he's standing outside the engineering building. Received a scholarship to go to this university, and something happened as he's now 22 years old, while he was in one of our higher education institutions, that radicalized him to the point where he felt like this was an acceptable or just or good thing to do.
Okay. So they're going to get started soon. I think I'll end when they start. Let me get the super chats too real quick. I appreciate you guys. Island Thrifts, yeah, Erica going live 8:15. Thank you. Sky Love. It doesn't make sense why people went after HBCUs with the threats. This guy didn't even attend one. Thanks. Yeah, I know they're going live. They're going live. I wanted to cover this before she got to talk. Associated Press and the channel Charlie Kirk is streaming it. This will be her first public statements or public remarks since the incident. So, yeah, crazy, man, crazy. So that's a big update. We'll stay tuned on that. I'm probably going to get off and just listen. Jeffree Star was snapping, too. This was part 2 of the thing.
He encouraged everyone to speak about their beliefs, whether he believed them or not. Lexi, I don't really care. Am I a Republican? No, I'm a person. Because I'm standing up for someone that passed away, I'm now being called names in the chat. This is what's wrong with a lot of you people. You will never get far in life. You are sick in the head.
Jeffree snapping. Apparently more people getting fired, I guess.
So this teacher from Connecticut started crying on television because she was forced to resign because she posted this on social media.
Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the you voted for. Whoa. You're not in the clear. And just please don't test your on me because you will end on a stretcher. Whoa. Gone forever.
Yeah, so that clip goes mega viral. Then she starts freaking out. Oh man, now I have to resign. So she goes on TV and does this.
If you voted for Trump, literally, please delete me, block me, get rid of everything of me, or step to me so that I know what's up and then I can handle you how I see fit. Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the blank you voted for. You're not in the clear. Please don't test your...
This is about Charlie or just Trump?
...on me because you will end on a stretcher, gone forever. What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, so that...
It sounds like a threat.
She's owning an accounting business. Damn, this middle school teacher update, my team confirms. So nowhere middle school that Maricela Tapia no longer is employed by them.
I had Charlie Kirk blocked on all social platforms because I simply couldn't tolerate hearing another word out of his mouth through my phone. I'm sick over some of the videos that I am seeing. of people celebrating this man's assassination. And let me be clear, if you're in the comments trying to argue with me about why people should be celebrating this man's death, you're fighting with air, again. We voted for the same person. Like if you're trying to argue that people should be celebrating this man's death, I know that we went to the voting booth and we voted for the same person. Okay? So you're fighting with fucking air. We cannot be a party that advocates for gun control and gun reform and then be on the internet celebrating when someone that we don't agree with politically is shot and killed.
Crazy. All right, I guess I'm going to jump off, guys, but check out, the Charlie Kirk channel. I'm not even subscribed. Subscribe to the channel. Check it out. I've always just watched his clips. I don't even know if I've really ever watched the channel, really. I've always watched the Charlie Kirk clips. But yeah, you can check out. They have a thing tonight. The wife is supposed to be talking, so if you want to go support the channel, you can check it out. They're just perusing if there's anything else. Boom, 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 boom.
Robinson, law enforcement officials say he confessed to his father, who reported his own son to clergy, alerted authorities, and helped bring him into custody. They say Robinson had become more political in recent years. Investigators also revealing they found inscriptions on some bullet casings recovered at the scene. One read, quote, "Hey, fascist, catch." Now, President Trump was the first to announce an arrest very early this morning on Fox and Friends. We're learning this investigation really picked up speed overnight, though. The FBI released new surveillance video last night, along with new clear images of the suspect. Their news conference generated an additional 4,000 leads just 2 hours later. Robinson was taken into custody on suspicion of capital murder, weapons, and obstruction charges. He was found about 4 hours away from the campus where Kirk was murdered, wearing similar clothing to what was seen on video. Now officials revealing a bit more about a possible motive.
The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th.
Yeah.
And in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate.
Governor Cox thanked Robinson's family for doing the right thing and turning him in. Cox also using the arrest announcement to urge Americans to come together and to tone down the rhetoric online.
This is not good for us. It is not good to consume. Social media is a cancer on our society right now. And I would encourage people to log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member, go out and do good in your...
Yeah, Kirk's chat right now, they have... It says, let me refresh it. It says 70,000. Let me refresh. 73,000 people watching. The chat is flying, going fast. I was going to try to pop it out, but it won't pop out for some reason. Wow. Chat is just, woo. Wow. That is crazy, man. I guess you just type and then let it go because you're never going to see your message again. It's going so fast. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to be listening in. I'm going to chill. I'm going to be listening into the channel. 81,000. If you want to go support the channel, you can go watch them directly there. Charlie Kirk. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much. Have a safe Friday. Be safe. It's crazy out there on the road, too. All this stuff. Just be safe. Have a good weekend. Bye. See you later. Bloop, bloop, bloop.